Where we are at the location that we will have our Summit Elementary School. This is one of the schools in the Macomb School District that has been utilized in the past for several things. It has been utilized for an alternative school. It has been utilized to house an adolescents opportunities program the last year. But this year, no one is in the facility. We are doing work so that we can have this facility up and ready by August 1st of 2015. This is in the Macomb School District. It is, in my opinion, a quaint, nice little facility. This facility will hold approximately 250 plus students. And starting off, we will have those 250 students K4.
The biggest change that we're making is upgrading the environmental piece that is lacking. We going from different heating and central units. And you also if you look down the road, we upgrading the power through a partnership with Energy and ourselves. Energy has been nothing but great to us, which allow us to use more energy efficient air conditioners and more efficient heating. We also put a new roof on throughout the whole district. I mean, throughout the whole summit. I mean, all the pods that we have. And what we're trying to do is just upgrade what we have right now.
What we're doing at the Summit facility, Summit Elementary, you know that we are embarking upon student-centered learning. This will be a student-centered learning facility where we will be meeting students where they are. This classroom that you see now will be a classroom that will house, if you will, your traditional kindergarten students. However, because we'll be meeting students where they are with student-centered learning, this classroom could contain students who are traditionally kindergarten and first grade. But for clarity's sake, this will be a classroom that would house kindergarten age students. In this classroom, we may have students who are the age of a kindergarten student and the age of a first grade student in this classroom together, because those students, their ages are chronologically aligned. However, we could have a fourth grade student who is functioning on a first grade reading level. However, we could not have a student of fourth grade age in a classroom with students kindergarten or first grade. And so those students will be in a setting based upon their chronological age. So in this classroom, we could potentially have kindergarten and first grade students in the classroom together, and those students will be getting what they need. The kindergarten student, if that kindergarten student is on grade level, that student will be getting what he needs. If that kindergarten student or the first grade student will be getting what he needs, and if that kid is a student who is further along, that kid will be in this classroom with students his or her chronological age, and the student we could have a first grade student in this classroom who could possibly be getting third grade reading instruction if that is where that kid is.
The only thing we had that was of any structure was the walls and the floor. And as you can see, we got the flooring up. This is the one that was most damaged by the hailstorm. So we have new roofing, we have new, we painted the walls, we have redid windows and basically redid plumbing. I'm sure as you can go around and see that we have looked at the water, we have unstopped pipes. They haven't been used in a long time, and if you look at the windows, we have uncovered the windows and we replaced windows, and basically we're going to start it from the ground up.
Where we are now, this is a cafeteria. You will see that there are renovations taking place in the cafeteria. Our child nutrition director, Ms. Sue Ellen Cotting, is responsible for making sure all of these pieces happen. This will be a state-of-the-art facility. This will be a state-of-the-art cafeteria. Because of space concerns, we will have a cafetorium. So this cafeteria will also be able to convert it to an auditorium so that when students have their various functions, that they will be able to come here to have those functions. So we will have state-of-the-art cooking utensils, cooking items in here, and this facility will be one of the best facilities as far as the cafeteria that we have in the school district, because we're in a position now to upgrade this facility. It has been gutted. There is nothing in here, and we can make this facility, this cafeteria, a 21st century cafeteria.
What we have done, we removed a classroom in here. Basically, it was just a storage room. But what we did was expand the capacity of the cafeteria, and that will be totally up to the principal and the way they want to bring people in here. We have the capacity to do anything. What we did, we gave her options. Before she didn't have the options, but now she has the options to bring 4 pods in here. She decided to bring 2 pods and bring, whatever she decides. Whatever is best for her, for the school, for the leadership, and for the students of the school.
As we say all of the time, is that the Summit facility, what we'll be doing at Summit Elementary, student-centered learning, is not the silver bullet for transforming education. We do not want anyone to think that just because we're doing this at Summit, that magic is going to happen, and every student who comes to the Summit Elementary, that student will all of a sudden now just transform into something that he or she has not been before. Student-centered learning is a very innovative approach to educating students. This is an approach where we truly meet students where they are. As we've said so many times, students will have their own individualized success plans, meeting students where they are in hopes that these students will grow 1 to 1.5 to 2 grade levels per year. This is an innovative approach, and we are piloting this in the Macomb School District. This is a pilot so that we can see what's going to happen with student-centered learning. However, we know it works, but because this is innovative, this is creative, this is a new way of doing things, we have to make sure that our principals, our teachers, everybody in our community, they have the right mindset for what we call a cultural shift in the way that we educate students. At some point, this is going to be what the Macomb School District will look like, but we can't just make this happen in every one of our schools in the Macomb School District. We have to start small, and what we will do is that once this facility is up and we learn from some of the mistakes, because it's not going to be perfect, then we will roll this out to other schools in our school district in hope that one day K-12, every school in the Macomb School District will be a student-centered learning school district. It will be a student-centered learning school. But the Summit Elementary is a pilot of student-centered learning for students in K-4 initially, and at the following year it will be students in K-5, and after then we'll begin to roll this out to other schools in our district.